going, guys? Today we're going to be doing an assembly video on the gigaminx, and what I wanted to show you guys that I think is really cool is that these pieces are highly polished. I don't know if you can tell. Let me show you in the light. Look at that. They're amazing. What's cool is he keeps all the pieces when he ships them to you in their own respective packaging. Like these are probably the corners. These ones are the edges. These ones are the outside edges. And so on. You got the corner caps with the core. I thought that was pretty cool. The core looks really awesome, by the way. And then, of course, the stickers and everything. So now that we got everything, let's go ahead and take them all out of the packaging and we'll start. So the first step is actually organizing the pieces. So what you're probably thinking is, it's going to be a real pain to organize all these pieces, but trust me, it's actually really worth doing. So let's get to it. Okay, so what you're going to need is a screwdriver or a drill and your hands. Yeah, so you're going to need a screwdriver or a drill. And the first thing we're going to start out with, of course, is the core, like always. So I'm using a drill for it to be a lot faster. Take your screws here in your screw bag and open them. Okay, so you're going to be taking the fat end of the spring and putting it on the screw on the outside where the threads are. Then you're going to be putting that through one of these center caps. They look like this. Just going to drop that in there. Okay, so you have it coming out like that. And then you're just going to go ahead and screw it in to your core. So go ahead and do that first. Like so. It is a DIY, so that's pretty cool. So go ahead and finish up all the rest of the sides. It's going to be a lot of them. I know what you're thinking. That is a ton of pieces. But don't worry. Just follow this assembly video and you be patient enough. You will actually have this assembled in no time. The hardest part is organizing the pieces, but it's definitely worth it. Instead of scavenging a pile of pieces for the piece you need, you have them all ready for you. A good way to measure the tension after you've got them all done is to get a drill with a torque meter and set it to 1, and then you go ahead and you screw it in until your torque goes off. Doesn't over tighten your pieces at all. Yep, so they're all tightened at the same thing, and they still have a lot of tolerance, so you're good. That's why drills are really good. After you've got them evenly tightened with your torque drill, so you can not even have to worry about the tension anymore, so you can go ahead and just put your center caps back on. One of the first steps you're going to do is you're going to make this formation here, and how to do that is with these pieces here. You're going to have 2 of these pieces here like this. It's kind of like a trapezoid or something. It has these little 2 ears on them, okay? Then you're going to have your 2 pointy spots like so. You're going to point the smaller side of this whole little square trapezoid thing right here. You're going to put it on the side, kind of like in between here. And then you're going to do that with the other side. Now you're going to have this little piece here. This piece fits in between 2 of these center pieces, kind of like an edge would in a 3x3. So you just go ahead and slide those in. It's not hard to do. It's just you have to have a little patience getting these things to cooperate with you. But once you get them in there, then you'll have them in there. So just keep trying. After you've made a bunch of these pairs, you're going to put them in this orientation here, where you have a star formation, kind of like you're putting in the cross of a 3x3. Okay, next you got these pieces here. They're the small ones I showed you before, like this. And then you're going to put those in the centers here, like that, on all 5 sides. Actually, I figured out it's best just to do 3. So after you get 3, go ahead and put the bigger middle pieces in there, like so, with the just kind of put those in to get those, and then from then we can just start building up. So go ahead and do that. Basically you're trying to build this shape here, and how you do that is by, after filling in these pieces here, you go ahead and fill in the rest of those edges, kind of like so. You put these in, you put those in there like that, and then get this piece in over here. This is one of those bigger edge pieces like this. You're gonna put those in. Oops. With the hollow facing down. Then you're gonna fill in those two pointy ear edges facing inwards, getting those in like that. Get another, and then you put both sides in like that. And then you're gonna take your triangle piece here. You're gonna wedge that in between those two. Basically just gotta pop them in there and then hope for the best. It's kind of tough. And then now basically this is just like putting in those little edges I showed you with this piece here and more of these ear pieces. An easier way, it's a way better tip, is to oops, that piece fell out. Is to only put one side of this on, like so, and then you put that on. It should slide on there pretty nicely, or decently I should say. Yeah, like that. Should get those two pieces in, and then you take the other edge piece kind of thing, and then you slide that in carefully. Make sure it just slides in place, kind of like that, and then you just push it in, and then that's how you get your little corner chunk in. You have to do that with all these sides here. So I'm on my last one. Let me finish, and then I'll move on. Whew! You got the beginning of your gigaminx assembled. If you follow it along. If you don't get what I'm saying, just go back. You'll see where the pieces fit. It should be really simple. This guide is merely to kind of help you kind of get to where we're trying to get to. Yeah, so let's try building up from the sides. If not, we'll go from the top.